So today we're going to just begin in a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to connect to our breath and bring our awareness to this present moment. And to get started, we're going to begin with some alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take our right hand and place down your pointer, middle, and ring finger, leaving your thumb and pinky out. And you can place your left hand on your tummy, your abdomen here. And we're going to start by placing our thumb over our right nostril. We're going to inhale into that left nostril. And before exhaling, we're going to take our pinky and place it on our left nostril and exhale out of the right. This time, inhaling through the right, switching and exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left, switch, exhale through the right. Now we're just going to keep doing this for a few more breaths. Inhaling, switch, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, release, inhale those arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands together, bringing them down heart center. And we're just going to do the same thing with our left hand now. So placing your right hand on top of your abdomen, placing down your pointer, middle, and ring finger, leaving that thumb and pinky out. We're going to place our thumb over our left nostril to begin, inhaling through the right. Switch and exhale through the left. Inhaling through the left. Switch, exhale through the right. And just continue this for a few more breaths. Inhale and release, or exhale and release, and then on your next inhale, bring those arms up overhead. And exhaling, bring those palms down, heart center. Inhaling again, arms up. And on your exhale this time, we're going to take our hands and slightly twist to our left, bringing your hands down in front and behind you, lengthening out through your chest. Small spinal twist here. Breathing. Inhale those arms up, back to center. And exhaling those arms down again with your left in front this time, taking a slight twist to the right. Inhale those arms up overhead. And we're going to straighten those legs out. Straddling, coming into a straddle position. Lengthen out the spine. And on your exhale, begin to hinge at your hips. Coming forward. If you'd like to grab a block here to assist in your depth in this position, you can. Just remembering to keep that posture in alignment, making sure that you aren't shrugging your shoulders and that you are indeed hinging at your hips. You can put a slight bend in your knees if necessary. Remembering that your inhales allow you to lengthen in your pose, while your exhales prompt you to deepen. So use your breath to get as much out of this pose and any pose as you can. Remaining aware of your body, making sure that you aren't overextending yourself. But if you are wanting to push yourself a little bit, use your breath to do so. Slowly walk those hands back to center. Inhaling those arms up. And on the exhale, taking that right hand down to the right leg. It may fall on your toes, your ankle, your shin, your thigh. Wherever your hand falls is perfectly fine. Finding that length. You can place your left arm behind your back for a small bind here. You can leave your left arm placed on your left thigh if you'd like, whatever feels most comfortable. Making sure that you are still relaxing those shoulders, that you aren't overextending yourself. You can also, if you'd like, inhale that left arm up and overhead to the side. Again, finding what works best for you, maintaining your integrity in your pose. Inhale, bringing those arms back up to center. And on the exhale, we're going to fall over to our left this time, stretching out that left side. Inhale, bringing those arms up to center one last time. And falling forward in the middle for a single or one more stretch in the middle here. Coming back up to a seated position, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Coming into a butterfly here. Just take a moment to flap your butterfly wings. Or you can keep your legs still, allowing gravity to lightly weight in down your legs, giving you a nice stretch in that pelvic area. Being mindful of your posture, inhaling and lengthening out that spine. Breathe. Now we're going to turn over onto our hands and knees. Spread those knees far out and sinking back into a child's pose here. We're going to inhale, and we're just going to bring those knees in and realigning our arms. I'm just going to do a few cat-cows here. Get a little more heated up in our bodies. On your inhale, just drop that belly, coming into your cow, and on your exhale, rounding out the spine, tucking the chin into cat. Inhaling into cow and exhaling into cat. We'll just do this for a few more breaths at your own pace. And we'll meet back here at a neutral spine. And when we're ready, we're just going to tuck our toes behind us and push back into our first down dog, okay? When you're ready, just send those hips back and up. If you need to, you can open those legs a little bit more to allow more room for the belly. Keeping a slight bend in your knees if you have to. Walking the dog, extending, releasing those knees and those legs to get a little deeper in your pose here. And we're going to walk those feet about halfway, coming into a wide leg forward fold. You can grab your blocks here if you'd like to situate yourself here. Remembering to breathe. You can nod your head yes and no to relieve any tension. Maybe do like ski legs, bending those knees, alternating. Ski slope, like you're skiing down a slope. Inhaling, bringing those hands up to your hips. And exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Hands together, heart center. Exhaling, coming back down into a yogi squat here. Remembering to breathe. Good. Dropping those hands back down, sending that butt back up, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Good. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll place those hands firm on our mats and step our feet back, coming into a down dog. Gonna lift that left leg up and bring it on the outside. Finding your block. Placing your left hand onto your block and twisting, placing that back heel onto the ground, and your toes should be out at a 45-degree angle. And inhale, and on your exhale, twist, open to your right. You can leave your hand on your hip if you'd like. Good. Coming back down. And we're just going to send that foot back behind us. Coming back into a down dog. We're going to drop down onto our hands and knees for a moment. Opening out those knees and sinking back into a child's pose. Just to catch our breath for a second. Inhale, coming up, and on that exhale, you want to tuck those toes, sending your hips back, coming back into a down dog. I'm going to walk those feet halfway up, coming into our wide leg forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping all the way up, hands together. Exhale, coming down, yogi squat here. Taking a few breaths. Inhale, placing those hands down. Exhaling back into a wide leg forward fold here. Ready, we're just going to place our hands back onto our mats and step those feet back, coming into a down dog. Inhale that right leg up this time. Exhale, bringing it on the outside of our hand. Grabbing your block. And placing that back heel down. When you're ready, you find that lunge position. Just gonna inhale and open up to our left. Coming into your extended side angle. Inhale, bringing that arm back down. Exhale, sending that back foot. Coming into a down dog. I'm going to drop those knees down onto our mats. Opening them up wide. Sinking back into a child's pose here. And we're going to inhale. And we're just going to come to the top of our mat. Coming into a hero's pose. A kneeling prayer. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, exhale, we're just going to come up onto our knees and tap out the tops of our feet here. We're going to bend those toes and we're going to prepare for a camel pose. So before we come into the full expression of our camel, we just want to take our hands first and place them on our tailbone here. And inhale, and on your exhale, I just want you to lean back, getting accustomed to what it feels like. Making sure you are still breathing. And we're going to come right back up here. Taking a few deep breaths. When you're ready, we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, slowly come back. And at this point, you can drop your hands and reach for those heels to come into your camel. Remembering to breathe. Or you can keep your hands behind your back. Inhale and slowly release. And we're just going to come onto our hands and knees. Just wag our tails. So you want to look at your glutes over your left shoulder. And also, sway your glutes to your left and to the right. And what this does is kind of relieve some of that tension that may have built up in that camel pose. Now we're just gonna fall back onto our glutes here, swinging our legs out in front of us. Give our knees a nice little windshield wiper here. And we're going to take our strap and stretch out our legs a little bit more before coming into our Shavasana. We're going to bend our left leg, and I'll turn towards you. So you can bend your left leg so that the sole of your foot is against your right thigh, and extend that right leg out in front of you. We're going to grab our strap here, placing it around the ball of your foot here. Alright, and revisiting your posture, making sure that you are not shrugging. I'm going to take a few deep breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we're just going to hinge at our hips, leaning into that stretch, being mindful that you are not shrugging your shoulders. And if you're like me and you have a belly, you might have to go more towards the middle, which is totally fine. Breathe here. Inhale, coming back up. And you're going to take both straps into your right hand, actually into your left hand. And we're going to twist, take a slight twist to the right. Gonna straighten out that left leg and catch the strap in the left ball of the foot. Bending that right leg. I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Once you find that length in your spine, and take a few deep breaths. And slowly begin to hinge at your hips. Leaning into the stretch, being mindful that you're not shrugging or overextending yourself, but just allowing your breath to deepen you in this stretch. Come back up, placing both straps into your right hand this time. Inhaling, and on that exhale, slowly turning to the left. And we're just going to release that. Bringing both of our legs out here, tapping those knees out. And we're just going to prepare for our Savasana now. So laying on your back, or if you are pregnant like me, on your side. Taking a few deep breaths. Begin to allow your breathing to shallow out as you relax in this moment, releasing any and all expectations, being present. wiggling the toes and the fingers, allowing the breath to deepen. Keeping your eyes closed. When you're ready, roll over onto one side, coming into a fetal position. Still keeping those eyes closed, focusing on your breath. And when you're ready, we're just going to inhale. And on your exhale, using your hands to slowly push yourself back up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Placing those palms on your knees with your palms facing up towards the sky. Taking a few deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, I want you to inhale those arms up and overhead, all the way up, reaching those fingers up high, bringing those palms together, heart center, and down, exhaling one more time. Inhale those arms up overhead, exhaling, palms together, down, heart center. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I will that you carry this peace with you as you journey throughout your day or into rest whenever you are choosing to practice. And as always, namaste.